Bertie the bus was waiting at a station on the narrow gauge railway when Elizabeth pulled up. "Late again," said Bertie. "Who cares?" said Elizabeth. "Not as late as any engine could be." "And just what do you mean by that?" said Bertie. "You know, engines are rather slow and outdated. Trucks and cars are much better." "Don't be so sure," said Bertie. "I had a race with Thomas once, and he beat me fair and square. No assistance needed." "Pah!" said Elizabeth, and she drove away. "That attitude's going to get her into trouble some day," said Bertie. "You're right," said his driver, "but what can we do about it?" And so Bertie drove away. "Oh my, Elizabeth is a rather rude truck." "Oh yes, indeed," agreed the coaches. Elizabeth was carrying a piece of a roof in her dumper. It was part of the roof from the old farm that Emily had found a few weeks ago. Elizabeth was taking the old roof to the junkyard. They were going to put a new roof on shortly. They were trying to restore it. A garbage truck has just finished unloading at the dump as Elizabeth pulled up. She needed to turn around before she could dump anything. She meant to turn onto the side road to turn around, but her driver accidentally had her in reverse. Elizabeth backed up, crashed through the stop sign, and fell to the track below. Elizabeth remained on the line, while her load tumbled onto the second track. Meanwhile, Sir Handel was taking a train down that way, but his brakes weren't working properly. Sir Handel was going to come off the line and hit Elizabeth, so he uncoupled from the coaches, rammed into Elizabeth, shunting her out of the way, and took the blow for himself. "You saved my life." "Ow," said Rheneas. "I want to thank you again for saving my life," said Elizabeth. "Any time," said Rheneas. He and Sir Handel had been lifted onto flat cars and were going to be taken to the works by Rusty. "I will see you later," said Elizabeth, "and I've learned something." "What's that?" asked Rusty. "That maybe engines aren't so useless after all." "I'm surprised to hear you say something like that," said Bertie, "but I'm glad you've learned sense." Rusty took the engines away, and Bertie and Elizabeth were left alone. "I've got to get back to work, Bertie, but you were right. Engines aren't useless. And they're not very slow either," she said as she watched Rusty rush away with Sir Handel and Rheneas. "No, they're not," said Bertie. "Now come on, let's get back to work." And the two friends scurried away. As everyone set about their business, no one noticed something strange in the pile of junk. Amidst a bunch of sludge and some old barge parts, something amongst the ruins moved. It was a huge metallic claw.